Hello. So this aspect of meditation that I will share now is just to give another general tool, a general pointer to a way of being that can really bring a lot of beauty to your practice. And therefore, by bringing this beauty and this more, we could say, heart-centered way of being, again, it can bring an absolute depth into your everyday life. What I'm referring to here is bringing the heart into your practice. I know that many techniques, they can be used by having an inner tratika point on the body, and you will learn a technique within our module here where you learn to focus the inner tratika into the Agna chakra, the third eye, for example. Now, there is another inner tratika point that is so valuable, and I see that many people in meditation really take the value from this. And this is a centering in the heart. Now, there are different focuses that we can center in the heart. But what I want to do today is just invite you, and also invite you to show to others also the simple way of just centering in Anahata chakra. In this module or in the trainings you take with us, you may find that we go a little deeper into the teachings of Hridaya, which is another entry point, we could say, a resting point, we could say, within the heart space. But the subject of Hridaya really requires a lot of speaking about this. It could require a whole module in itself. And not everybody really understands like immediately the philosophy and the depth of these teachings. But many people, they understand Anahata chakra. They understand a heart-centered way of being at this level. So I just want to offer this to you, because more and more I find I just give people this option anyway. So when you are focusing in meditation, you can bring the awareness into the heart and just get people to stabilize themselves here. Now, there are two advantages of this. Number one, many people identify the thoughts being in the mind. So sometimes if you are getting people to bring the attention here, it can almost create more of this idea of mental activity in the mind, in the brain. But if you get people to focus here, two things happen. Number one, there's a sense of dropping down and taking that activity away from here. And number two, it is that point where we breathe. Our lungs are here also. So when you are guiding people, and we'll have a meditation practice here on this course where you can just guide people to center in the heart space, and the breath is an anchor. The breath, getting people to focus on the breath, is really an anchor between the body and consciousness, and is extremely calming. If you remember, it fits with the practices of samatha, the initial practices given to us in meditation that actually help to calm the mind and calm the nervous system and bring more of this calming effect, so that meditation becomes more easy. So centering in the heart, and definitely just allowing people to observe the breath flow, not change the breath flow, because if you try to do that in any way, then you shift people from being in a meditation practice to potentially subtle pranayama practices. So it's just about witnessing the breath. And this can really help people And so bringing the awareness from here to here and deepening into the breath. And the more we cultivate an awareness here, the more realistically the energy can also build in this center. Now, having significant changes in the heart where we can truly become open-hearted, again, is not just something that happens overnight. It needs consistency, and we can do this through our practices in meditation, our practices in yoga, our sadhana, Tantra sadhana, all of these things. Using mantra also can help to gradually awaken the energy of the heart. But one of the biggest things as well is just using the heart. And I talk about the spiritual heart here. I talk about in the realms of anahata and other aspects relative to the spiritual aspect of our heart, not the physical. So just keep bringing the awareness again and again and again and again. We'll just keep cultivating energy here. And just try, again, not just in the practice, but even in the daily life, like when you are speaking or when you are singing, just try to hold your awareness here. When you are walking, breathing and just expanding in this area. And you can even bring in mental aspects of thoughts and considerations at this level. In meditation, quite often at the end of meditation, there is a technique, and this is coming more from Buddhism, but it's very incorporated nowadays in the teachings of yoga and the teachings of meditation. And this is to perform something called metta at the end of the meditation or practice, where we have a loving, kind thought to share the benefits of what we've practiced with others. Or we could even say it's just that moment at the end of the practice where we put our attention to wish others well. And this can be done in many ways. This can be done with a mantra. This can be done with a prayer, like a simple offering. May this practice be helpful and beneficial for all sentient beings. Or you can simply just feel a warm glow emanating from your heart and extending it out to others. There are a couple of things that I like to do. Sometimes if I use mantra, I use the mantra Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, which translated is something like, may all the beings in all the worlds be happy and free. And so you can offer this. Another aspect is we can simply chant Om Shanti 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 Hi. And the first Shanti, and I like to do this, we offer for that peacefulness inside of ourselves, because the mantra Shanti means an invocation of peace. The second Shanti, we offer peace to those around us. And the third Shanti, we can extend that peaceful vibe, the peaceful energy that has been cultivated from our practice out to the world, to the universe, even if you want to express that. And all of these actions, through our practice, through our awareness, through the breath, through centering here, and through really wishing others well on the path. And as an outcome of our practices, is really something that helps us to become more heart-centered and to really live with an open heart. Namaste.